Ahorita les voy a decir algo importante, bastante importante, bro. Stop making type beats, okay? I know I'm already being mad in a crash out. Let me calm down real quick and say my take on this. I understand there's a whole community around, I want to make a living off of beats. I want to make a living off of music. And I understand, I'm going through the same thing. It's hard to do. It's very difficult to do. It's such a competitive space. But there's one big issue. Everyone is making type beats. All these people who are making beats, and I'm sure it works. Clearly it does. Otherwise you guys wouldn't still be doing it, right? But the whole thing is it almost you're almost robbing yourself of the potential to make something, right? Because when, for example, if I go into a beat and I'm thinking, oh, I want to make a Pharrell Williams style beat or type beat, right? So then I go and make this. I'm not like, yes, you might, because you're making it, it's going to sound different than Pharrell, if Pharrell made it, or if West made it, or if, like Pierre Bourne made it, right? Those are all different producers. They can all put their own, like, unique twists on it. But when you go into it only thinking, I'm going to make this type beat, it's going to be like how I want it to sound exactly like this person. Imitation is the best form of flattery, but also it can help you grow, right? When you're only, now, here's the worst part. When you're only making type beats, when you're posting type beats all the time, you're not putting your own art out there, right? You're getting views because it has Pharrell Williams in the title, or it has Kanye West in the title, or it has, I don't know, Travis Scott, or fucking like Miles, or some like NBA YoungBoy in the title, something, That's why it's getting traction. You're not getting traction. These people are, okay? And again, if you just want to do this like to make a living and you don't care if your name's out there, cool. Go for it, okay? This video is mainly for people who want their art to mean something, right? Because if you're always posting type beats, nobody's ever gonna, how do I say this? You're gonna be almost indistinguishable from everyone else. Even though we all share commonalities, that's not one you want to always keep. And you're going to have to stay with me here because this is where it's going to get like a little bit confusing. If you want your own art to get out there, it's probably not going to get a lot of traction quick, that at least, If you're talented, it'll probably catch on. But who knows? At this point, I'm convinced, that social media and marketing and everything, there's obviously strategies to it, but if you want to do it legitly and you just literally creatively want to express yourself, it's always going to be hard to find an audience. Now, if what you want is the money, what you want is just like a quick get by, you can put in some fucking 808s in Ableton or FL Studio or some shit, and then just put like a, like a random fucking like 2/5 chord progression. I don't even know, bro. Like some basic ass chord progression, like pop chord progression, and you can just like reverse whatever, like a little loop. That's it, and you can just do that over and over and over and over and over and relabel it. Oh, this is a Jay-Z type beat. Oh, this is a Pharrell type beat. Oh, this is a blah 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 type beat. I keep saying Pharrell, but I'm personally inspired by his music. So I mean, you can't expect people not to take inspiration. That's not what I'm doing here, right? Great, but if you want to create your own, if you want to have your own creative and artistic career, you can't just be LARPing off of other people's names, right? It's just not going to work that way. And you're probably never going to get where you want to. And again, it all depends on your priorities. If you're someone like me who wants your name to get out and wants your art to get out, you're just going to have to post it how it is. Title it, I don't know, whatever the MP4 is or whatever the name of the song is. And, sometimes for me, I know like whenever I see some random ass title and it's like a song or something, or if it's like a random video, I always piques my interest. I'm like, what could this possibly mean, And you click on it and you might like it, you might not. But those are the people you want to attract. You want to attract people who want to listen and are going to click on it. You don't want to attract people just because they're going to click on it because of the thumbnail or whatever, right? And if you go look at my old videos, you can see I have thumbnails with Tyler the Creator, Pharrell, Kanye West, Jay-Z, right? And Pink Panthers even, right? So these are like, those are obviously for clicks so I could, try and get my name out there, especially experimenting with a channel. It's okay to start doing that. But from what I've learned in my own experience, to move forward, it's going to be a lot more difficult if you just keep yourself in this little box of type beats, okay? And again, I'm going to say this one last time. If you're only doing this superficially or for a quick cash grab because it's easy and you can pump out the same sounding beats in a different key, go for it. Okay? Go for it. But if you want to develop creatively, artistically, and create your own brand, that's not going to work, bro. And it ruins the scene when you have 400 million type beats being uploaded every fucking day. Yes, it takes talent, but why don't you put that into something, you know, towards your own? You never know. You might be able to create one of the best-selling albums of all time, but you're keeping yourself in this type beat thing that now you're stuck. Fruit for thought.